from that mud, I don't really give a damn. My partner fuck with Gina, but I always want a pound. I got some legal money, but I still fuck with the scams. If I'm ever in a jam.
Yo, what's up, family? Peace, power, and reparations. It's your host, OG Bags. I'm back with another episode of Against the Grain TV. And today we gonna be talking about I'm gonna play a video for y'all, and we gonna talk about this white town that they trying to pop up. They got some acres in Arizona. They trying to build an all white town, family. We have to give a shout out to our master warrior scholar, our Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. If you don't got this book, get this book right here. Get this book, put it in your library. This is a must. When you get this book right here, it'll unlock a lot of things you don't understand about racism, white supremacy in America. And so I'm gonna play some audio here in a little while about this. They got this all white town they trying to spring up in Arkansas, family, where they just want all white people, which is nothing new. But first I'm gonna read an excerpt about of this for y'all, just to give y'all some scholarship first and foremost, okay, from our Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Like I said, get this book right here, the ISIS Papers. Okay. Fair use. This is scholarship and educational and teaching purposes. Alright, let me read this excerpt for y'all. Alright. 3 major foci of attention in Western social and behavioral science, particularly in psychiatry: alienation, anxiety, and narcissism, are not unrelated. Isolated syndrome abstractions, as they have soon been discussed by Western social behavior scientists. These separately described phenomena are not only interrelated, but they have a common origin and cause. They are derivative of the same causal dynamic. Although that causal dynamic has remained unidentified, the source of these 3 phenomena is the origin of Western civilization itself. Alienation. In the color confrontation theory, I stated that racism, white supremacy, having begun as a form of alienation towards the self, now has evolved into the most highly refined form of alienation towards others as well. The color confrontation theory views all of the present battlegrounds in the world today as vivid reflections of these alienations towards others. The destructive and aggressive behavioral patterns displayed throughout the world by white peoples towards all non-white peoples is evidence of the inner hate, hostility, and rejection they feel towards themselves, and the deep alienation that has evolved from their genetic inadequacy. My extended definition of alienation centers around the recognition that its fundamental behavior dynamic in Western civilization and culture. Alienation is a powerful, central, genetic, psychological, and societal dynamic that over time drives human beings further and further away from all effective, meaningful, emotional, supportive, and truthful communication amongst one another. The alienation dynamic increasingly forces people away from one another as Western civilization and culture evolves, as seen through each successive generation since its origin, including Greek civilization and the Roman Empire. Alienation is the very same dynamic that pushes human beings away from respectful and harmonious relationships with the physical environment, leading to the pollution and destruction of the planet. Most important, the alienation dynamic forces individual away from all manifestations of self-understanding and respect, including the most fundamental respect for one's genetic makeup. The Encyclopedia Britannica records that the roots of the idea of alienation are found in the works of Palaeologus, a Roman philosopher born in Egypt who lived between 205 and 270 AD, as well as in the theological of both St. Augustine and Martin Luther. The latter addressed the struggle to alienate oneself from one's own imperfections by identification with a transcendental perfect being. Entries on alienation did not appear in major reference books of the social sciences until 1935, but the concept of alienation was present in classical sociological texts of the 19th and early 20th centuries in the works of Marx, Dunkelheimer, Tunis, Weber, and Seminole. Eric and Mary Josephine in their Man Alone, Alienation in Modern Society, had the following to say about alienation. I'm going to read this little excerpt right here. Okay? Bear with me, family. Indeed, ever since the great technological and political revolutions of the late 18th century, with their shattering impact on a rigid social order and their promise of individual freedom, one most of disturbing phenomenon of Western culture has been man's sense of estrangement from the world he himself has made or inherited. In a word, man's alienation from himself and for others. This theme of alienation of modern man runs through the literature and drama of two continents. It can be traced in the content as well as form of modern art. It preoccupies theologians and philosophers, and so many psychologists and sociologists. It is the central problem of our time. In various ways, they tell us that ties have snapped that formerly bound Western man to himself and to the world about him. In diverse language, they say that man in modern industrial societies is rapidly becoming detached from nature, from his old gods, from the technology that has transformed his environment and now threatens to destroy it, from his work and its products, from his leisure, from the complex social institutions that presumably serve but are more likely to manipulate him, from the community in which he lives, and above all from himself, from his body and his sex, from his feelings of love and tenderness, and from his art, his creative and productive potential. Okay, let's continue on. Contemporary contributors to the definition of alienation include such thinkers such as psychoanalysts Eric Fromm, philosophers Louis Mumford and Herbert Marcuse, existentialists John Paul Sartre, Albert Camus, Paul Tillich, and Martin Buber, and sociologists David Rosman, Robert K. Merton, and Talek Parsons. In summary, there are at least 5 causal theories concerning alienation: the economic, the technological, the sociological, and the philosophic, existence, and physiological. Karl Marx is identified with the economic theory. Marx reviewed alienation as a result of the private ownership of the means of production and exploration of man's labor by the capitalists, resulting in worker exploitation and class struggle, money and commodities becoming the most meaningful things in the man's existence, thus man's alienation from man. Technological theories attribute alienation to man's adjusted lifestyle to machines and automation. Social theories view in the decline of limited and local community, the emergence of mass society, and the stimulus increasing sense of individual powerlessness as the cause of alienation. Philosophic essential theories emphasize that alienation is inherent in the finite and isolated character of man's existence as a stranger and an alien in the world. Psychological theories are dominated by the views Sigmund Freud, who viewed alienation or self-estrangement as a result of the split between the unconscious and the conscious forces in the personality, the individual thus being out of touch, in the sense that repressed and unacknowledged desires motivate his behavior. More specifically, Freud pinpointed the identical conflict and frustrations inherited in civilized society as expressed in his civilizations and its discontents as the source of alienation. The following are but few items from a long list of suggested manifestations of alienation: child abuse, psychosis, suicide, neurotic depression, delinquency, psychotraumatic disorders, prejudice, civil riots, wildcat strikes, and rise of fascism. All are believed to have derived from one or more of the following states: social isolation, self-estrangement, a sense of powerlessness, meaningless, normalness, and cultural estrangement. Whereas I agree with the existence of alienation dynamic in Western civilization and culture, I disagree with all of the aforementioned theories of its consultations. These theories remain superficial in their analysis, as each fails to reach the core of the origin of Western civilization. The multiplicity of theories on such basis and pervasive dynamic as alienation reflects the failure to comprehend the origin and nature of Western man, who has created at conscious and unconscious levels the totality of the Western cultural imperative. With a sufficiently deep investigation, the myriad aspects of the alienation dynamic that on the surface appear unconnected are recognized as highly interrelated and tied to a central core. A urinary causation, anxiety, and narcissism tied to the same fundamental core as illustrated in the following diagram, the three-dimensional cone-shaped feature. And you all can see this right here. Get the book. This is the diagram the sister has drawn in the book right here. So I'm going to start off with that, leave off right there. And that dovetails into what we're about to get into. Okay. Had to get some scholarship first. Let's give a little scholarship. Now, I'm going to play a video for you all. Well, some audio for you all. And I want you all to just sit back and listen. I'm going to pause here and there, give my personal commentary, and let's get into it.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community-based
fair use for teaching and educational purposes. Fair use, family, fair use.
Around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience.
Return to the land. This is a bunch of white people talking about return to the land. Straight invaders, return to the land. Return to the land mean I need to be packing in some boats, okay, and hitting that water. That's a return to the land. I need to be hitting that water. If that's the case, return to the land. It's crazy.
This is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
And this is the video right here, family, if y'all want to look it up. Right here, it's on YouTube. Alright.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
Hold on, family, hold on. Hold on, family. Some goofy just happened. Some goofy just happened. Hold on here. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's get back. Where was we at? Here we go. Wait a minute. Shit is tweaking. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what happened with that. Bear with me for a minute, family. Bear with me. Something happened. Will click me on off. There we go.
Now, Democracy Now.
No, not that. Hold on. Okay.
One with strong
All right.
ties. The most
Okay. Here we go.
active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the street, they
Okay.
call it an intentional community based
Let's get
around
back.
shared
Here we go.
ancestry. A long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience.
The video was inside Return to the Land, the group making a whites-only community in Arkansas. That's what we on, family. Alright, that's what we on, family. We back on track.
But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own. For generations.
Now, as y'all see, they know about these groups. Where the Rico at? Where's the Rico? Where's the RICO law for these groups? So as y'all can see, if this reporter knew about these groups, then the FBI knew about these groups.
To come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
I've got to share this. You can get car insurance for as
Once, fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful. And you don't know who to trust.
Don't be scared, sister.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
So they want to build an all-white town, basically. They want to build an all-white town, which is y'all got plenty of those already. I mean, it ain't nothing new. Y'all got these Amish towns. Ain't no black Amish in these places when you drive through Ohio and Pennsylvania. Ain't no black people in these towns. So I'm trying to figure out, y'all got this already. Y'all got this already. But as our great warrior, master, teacher, Queen Mother Frances Cress Wilson just explained to us about alienation. So that's why I read that scholarship first. Get some lay some groundwork for this right here. But y'all got white towns already.
Arkansas, in the southern United States.
Shit, Wyoming, y'all got whole white states. Wyoming, Montana.
For the last few years, I've been exploring how an ethno-nationalist movement has been organising online. A network that aims to define countries by ethnicity, but which links across borders. And this is the place that one group has chosen to put that into radical, real-world action.
You want a white nation? Build a white town. It can be done, and we're doing it.
It is an extreme view, but it draws on more familiar arguments. That mass immigration is out of control, that Western societies are in danger of losing their fundamental character as a result.
One of the arguments here,
as if they ever had character to begin with in the first place,
is that this isn't about persecution of an ethnic identity, but protection of an ethnic identity, and that identity happens to be white. So we're going here now up into these pretty remote woods to really put that to the test.
We are driving deep.
And FBA family, everything that y'all go here is white not say so. So just to warn y'all, everything they saying is white not say so. Period.
Into the Ozark Mountains. Group's leaders are not from Arkansas, and they've chosen these remote parts for a reason. All the locals I spoke to.
Y'all heard that? Ain't even from Arkansas.
Knew only a little about the group, if anything.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's not my choice.
Yeah. But do you think they should have the freedom to do it?
That's what they want to do.
I think it's kind of a little fishy around here, but just be safe.
The leader of the group is called Eric Orr.
See, they go all get on code. They all go get on code. They on camera. They well, that's what they want to do. They'll be right up there, right with them. All these people, the same people. See, my wife did all the time. All these people, the same people, family. All of them.
He's invited me to spend a few days with them.
FBA family, we have no friends.
Hey, Eric.
He insists what he is doing here is entirely legal, and that's key. Because if it is, it could be a blueprint for many other communities to come.
Welcome to the Ozarks.
Thank you very much.
What we've done here is
Ozark, ain't that's familiar? Y'all remember the show, right? So that let y'all know all the white not say so shit that's go on up at the Ozarks. I've been through the Ozarks. I've been through there, through the Ozarks, Missouri, going down there through Arkansas. I've been through there. So they go up there every summer. People go down there. They go down there for the summer. They leave the city and go down there for the summer. They got little boating houses down there. It's a little lake down there. I forgot the name of the lake that's down there in the Ozarks. But they go right down there. Do they damn thing? Ain't no FBA down there, family. Trust me. We. That's why I'm really like, y'all building an all-white town. Y'all got that already. Where you building an all-white town at? If you ever been through there, I've been through there. I've been through the Ozarks. My uncle riding down there and get squared still to this day.
establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a white-only place.
White American culture Yeah, not just white, but white American.
But what this sounds like.
Preserving white American culture, family. They preserve white American culture. Every time you pull some money out your pocket and see George Washington, Andrew Jackson on your money, what is he talking about preserving white culture? Ain't it preserved enough? Y'all ever been to Washington, D.C.? They talking about preserve white. It's called the White House. It's called the White House, family. And they talk about preserve white culture. Think about the insanity of these people that we living amongst, and that's living amongst us. It's crazy.
Like, is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, I mean, it's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they have been kept out.
Well, I mean, you don't let everyone into your home.
160 acres.
Mayo Babel.
Forest cleared, roads laid, cabins built. Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members.
From across the
I'm
world.
intrigued to find out what motivates people to give up their old lives for this.
We met here.
Oh, you met here? I guess you came here.
I met here on like day 3.
Oh my god, what a story. It beats Tinder, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
David and Caitlin not only met here, they got married last month. They wouldn't be here without social media.
Somebody had posted a video of Eric.
yeah.
I saw videos of them actually building stuff on the land. I was like, oh man, I gotta come check this out.
And I figure if there's nothing else,
And they got the nerve to call FBA a code.
it should at least exist.
Yeah.
Like, do people really think that we should never be able to choose our neighbors?
It wouldn't be controversial for any other racial group to do the same thing.
I think it'd be quite controversial.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Tulsa, Greenwood, Oscarville. What he just said was a straight lie. When we do it, we get sabotaged. Okay? All black communities, they push heroin, they push crack cocaine, red line, gentrification. Okay? Denied banks, denied loans by banks. Denied fair housing. Okay? When we did get fair housing, they picked up and did exactly what they talking about doing right now. That's when they built the suburbs. It's amazing. And this man sitting up here lying to about any other group. Y'all go do it and not get sabotaged. When we did it, we got sabotaged. You know, I'm from Chicago. See the south side and the west side. It's some beautiful parts, but it's some parts that they know they gotta put some money into that, and they just not putting no money into it. They want to be the trenches.
Well, if you don't have rules against it, then, you know, anyone of any race can come and be your neighbor, and they're watching the news, which is telling you that white people are, you know, the cause of all your problems and all the ills of society, and suddenly, you know, your children are much less safe because there's a lot of violence, anti-white violence, happening to white people and white children. And so,
Anti-white violence happening to white people. That's about him. Every other day, family, we can look and see where their kids then killed them, or the father then killed the mass suicided the whole family. So that's white on white crime. I don't know what he talking about. It ain't no black people out here just willy-nilly killing white people. He coming with this South African lie now about this South African people getting is but them white folks just talking about what's happening to them over there in South Africa. That's going on. What he's basically saying, that's going on up over here now. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it.
And specifically motivated by racism against white people. What sort of thing the heavens are about to
Yeah. I'd like to continue talking. The rain starts and it comes down hard. The residents shelter in their cabins and nightfall.
As a therapist myself, I know how.
That motherfucker need to get flooded out with that rain.
The next morning. This is how the average weekend works at Return to the Land, or RTTL, what they call a work party, made up of residents, but also new recruits who have come to check out the project. It is hot, hard work.
They out there building too, family.
Join RTTL.
Look, I'm talking about
Members Association.
And y'all should see the machinery they got. You see what I'm saying? You know, they got these is at least $10,000 and up machines they got out here drilling these holes, family. At least $10,000 at the least machines they out here working with for now. It's probably that's what I'm saying for now. They probably got some shit out there worth way more than that. But that's just what I'm saying right now. Just a little drilling machine that they got out here. So that let y'all know the type of money they out here working with.
There are strict criteria for membership, as Scott Thomas, a board member and one of the founding fathers here, explains.
You have to be a PMA member to live here.
Yeah.
So you have to be someone of European heritage.
The group's logo, based on a Nordic rune, draws on that heritage. It is the PMA that the group believes makes this all legal. Once members have been vetted on ethnicity and other
I want to show y'all the sign that they showing. Give me 1 second. I want to show y'all the sign that they showing here.
There are strict criteria.
1 second. I'm pulling it up. They got the sign that they using. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all, family. Give me 1 second. Here it go right here. This the sign right here, family. Y'all can see that right there. That's the sign. Okay. That's the sign that Buddy was talking about, family. Let's continue on.
Grounds, they can buy shares in the Limited Liability Company, or LLC. Those shares translate to acres of land that they can build on. Peter Seri is the brains behind the legal side of things.
Civil Rights Act is there for a reason, and this is a way around it.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll survive contact with the legal system, the courts, if it came to that?
Hopefully.
Do you think it's racist or not? Do you reject that term? Do you embrace it?
I don't know about that term. I mean, people use it in a lot of different ways. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the internet who would call me racist. I don't really know or care whether that term applies to me or not. Maybe.
Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, I almost don't know what racist means anymore. Like it's
a prejudice towards someone who's from a different ethnicity.
Well, actually, the modern definition of racism, according to critical race theory, all white people are racist automatically.
I told y'all it's Mayo Babble through this whole flick, family. Through the whole flick is Mayo Babble. They making up shit. That's why y'all gotta know words, family. These white folks, they'll take some words, boy, they'll twist that shit. 1 minute one thing meant this, and the next minute it mean that. Watch them with them words, boy. They're very deceptive with them words, family. Very deceptive with them words. They using all kind of Mayo Babble and word trickstery and flippery and magicry, and they Jesse White tumbling all kind of shit with words up in here.
A lot of this is reaction to left-wing identity politics, critical race theory, and movements like Black Lives Matter. Fundamentally, this is identity politics, but white identity politics. And what they're building here is a safe space.
Ain't no niggas around, boy, but niggas stay on these people's mind rent free. Ain't no niggas around.
An attempt at segregation.
It ain't what no nigga. What they building that family ain't no niggas around. Trust me. What they building that it already wasn't no niggas around. So they finna build another space where they don't want no niggas around. Inside of a space where already ain't no niggas around. It's crazy.
We're at the roadside. The women of Return to the Land are at work too, looking after the 6 children who live and are homeschooled here full time.
Children live there, schooled there full time. They bringing up a whole new breed, family. Don't believe when they say it ain't taught in that. They don't teach that in their house. They don't bring their kids up that way. Bullshit. Okay? I want y'all to hear that again. Children. Let's go back. Let's go back.
The women of Return to the Land are at work.
Women.
Looking after the 6 children who
Let's
live.
not forget the women. The women that's here that's training the children. That cave woman is just as dangerous as that cave man. And she go train them cave babies.
Live and are homeschooled here full time. And they're preparing food for the weekly community dinner. The theme tonight, colonial.
I don't know, dinner's really important. I like feeding people, so I didn't want to put this off any longer than I already
I wouldn't eat none of that shit.
Back in the day, when we first got the land here, there were only about 5 guys. I was living
You bitches eat people.
here, and Jennifer was the first family to be on the land full time. So we started community dinners back then, and it would be pretty relaxed because there weren't many people. But it is nice. It's slowly growing. So
They've come here to live for a variety of reasons, but their dedication to the mission is absolute.
My name's Nikki, N-I-K-I, I'm 32.
Cool.
I'm a lady.
My name's Allison, A-L-I-S-O-N, I'm 29.
Right.
And Caitlin, C-A-I-T-L-I-N, I'm 31.
I think people...
The mothers of white supremacy, family. This who y'all listening to. Okay? These the women. The mothers, the birthers. Alright?
just have a large misunderstanding of what's happening here.
Yeah? What's the biggest misunderstanding?
Well,
that we hate everyone else. Like, yeah,
it's not about that. By any means.
It's a loving movement.
I mean, on that aspect of it being loving, I suppose the counter argument would be it could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do, and I think that's great for them. If other people are allowed to do it, I don't really see why.
There is no black community where white people do not live. I'm going to say it again. There is no black community where a white person does not live. I live right up the street from Old Block, supposed to be the bang bang shoot 'em up capital of the universe. Don't go over there. You ain't supposed to be able to even walk around my house. You ain't supposed to be around here. You ain't supposed to be able to. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, my reality ain't that. My family reality ain't like we be looking at the news. We be looking like, what the hell is y'all talking about? My wife be like, why people be talking about our community like that? Don't get me wrong. Shit go on, but shit go on everywhere. But there is no black community where white people do not stay. Even being said that, even around here where it's supposed to be the trenches of the trenches, white people walk around here, they live around here, walk their dogs willy-nilly every day. I could probably look out my window right now and see someone walking up the block. Okay? Every day. They live around here. They walk their dogs. They take their kids to the park around here. So, what she's saying is bullshit. There's no place where black people just live and there are no white people where there ain't no Mexican people. Now there's some places here where Mexicans live and whites live and ain't no black people. In Chicago, I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. But Inglewood, white people live in Inglewood. I know this for a fact. White people live down in Bronzeville. They all live down in Bronzeville. Okay, I guarantee you that. The low end, what you want to call it, white people live down there. White people and Mexicans live in Roseland. I guarantee you that. Okay. You don't have no black people that live. I ain't never seen a black person when I went over in Pilsen, over in Little Village. You take your ass over there around by Gage Park, across Western. You might see some, yeah, you might see some niggas as far as Kedzie, and that's about it. And that's on like 63rd and Kedzie. After that, it's over with. Back to the audio. Back to the video, family.
It doesn't make any sense.
But the goal is to have lots of these communities, and for it maybe not to be rural, for there to be cities on the same basis, right?
Yeah, that would be neat. I look forward to seeing how this movement grows over time.
There are other ways to increase numbers. Nikki, Caitlin and Alison all met their partners at the community. And RTTL is explicit about this. It has an online fundraiser to give cash rewards to parents of newborns as a means to incentivize population growth. Just before we arrived,
they trying to pump them white numbers up. They trying to get them numbers up. They trying to get them numbers up, family. they trying to get them numbers up. They say, hey, them birth rates struggling. We got to get these numbers up. We gonna get y'all the incentive that has to get over here and have some babies. They trying to get them numbers up.
they donated $1,000 to a family for having their sixth child.
Oh, they trying to get them numbers up, family. Hell no.
Sort of pressure there.
I don't think so. I don't feel particularly myself, I don't feel any pressure to like have a big family. I think there's a kind of expectation here that you do want to as part of helping grow this thing that you're going to have kids.
There's not a lot to show around here. I basically just have the whole pasture area.
Peter is unattached. This is his homestead. He's been on a journey. He told me he used to be a liberal, a hippie.
The knife is a tool. It has to be very sharp in order to cut properly.
He founded a commune in Ecuador, an intentional community based not on ethnicity, but veganism.
So this is your law?
Yeah.
Gotta watch them vegans. Watch them vegans. Watch them vegans.
He's also immersed in internet culture, someone who delights in provoking reactions, a troll.
Them caveman and cavewoman vegans. Definitely watch them. Gotta watch them.
On the group chat on the messaging app Telegram, he's posted the numbers 1488. The 14 refers to the 14 words, a white supremacist slogan. And H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, so 88 means...
We ain't nowhere around. Like I say again, ain't no niggas where they building this place where they don't want no niggas at. It already want no niggas there, so they should just move there and save their money. Why did y'all just didn't get y'all group together and just move in town and move into the? But alright.
Means HH, which means Heil Hitler.
Because you put that in the Telegram, for instance. What does that mean when you place that in Telegram 1488?
Well, I use it as kind of like a funny comment throwback.
As part of that Nazi discussion, another frequent topic on the online chat is the Holocaust. Usually minimized, sometimes even mocked.
The Holocaust, stands as a unique crime in the history of
Well, that's your opinion. I think the Holodomor was much worse than the Holocaust. That's my opinion. I mean,
We're allowed to have opinions.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can say they're both bad. The Holocaust was bad.
But do you know anything about the Holodomor?
Yeah, in Ukraine,
right.
The famine, I know a little bit about it, and I know it was awful too, and
right,
it was sort of deliberate, but we can also agree the Holocaust was bad.
Well, you know, we don't have to say that one was objectively worse than the other.
I'm not saying that, I'm saying...
FBA family, I love the time that we in right now. It's so beautiful. Because everybody just fighting each other and we just sitting back. I mean, we on these Africans top, but that's light work. But these cave women and cave men, they just fighting each other. What they got going on up over there, we taking care of our little business up over here. But they just going in. We told them to cut the check. We told them to cut the check. You Democrats, we told y'all to cut the check. We told y'all fat ass to cut that check rolling.
Like, was the Holocaust a bad thing?
So basically all I'm saying is that I don't really see it as concerning that people are talking about Hitler when it's acceptable, it's publicly socially acceptable in the United States for leftists to support German Mao.
It's quite difficult to agree on even the very bare minimum here.
It's just interesting sort of when we're coming to talking about the Holocaust.
Why don't white crime?
Yeah, I think most people would agree the Holocaust was a bad thing.
Right.
But you're not willing to agree with that.
What, do you want to talk about the whole... I mean...
Now the Jews gonna come and shut this down? Huh? What the ADL at? Are they gonna come and raid this village or whatever the fuck they say this is? Are they gonna come and raid this? What the ADL at, family? Jewish community, where y'all at? He just basically downplayed y'all Holocaust. Are y'all gonna come after him how y'all came after our brother Kyrie? Are y'all gonna come after him like how y'all come after Kanye? Are y'all gonna come and make him donate some money? Are y'all gonna come and make him walk to the museum and do 1,000 interviews with the rabbi like y'all did our brother Nick Cannon? ADL. This man just downplayed one of y'all sacred atrocity that has happened to y'all, to the Jewish community. Are you all gonna come after this white man that is in Arkansas, that is building a whites only community? I call on the ADL. Are you all gonna come after this man? Are you all gonna make this man donate his farm, his life, all his money? Make him learn about how bad the Holocaust was. He needs to be informed. He needs to be educated about this great atrocity that was done to you all. So I am calling on the ADL and the Jewish community to handle their business. Are you all going to go after this white man? Y'all know where he at. He's in Arkansas. He's not going nowhere. On his own land right here.
It seems like an interesting subject, but...
It is an interesting subject. I also think that was a bad thing, but I think the Holocaust was a bad thing too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, are you
I'm asking you, do you think the Holocaust was bad?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Holocaust is bad.
RTTL is based on exclusion.
He had to drag it out of him.
Building community for those allowed inside. This isn't just for our camera's benefit, to present a veneer of clean, healthy living. It's central to the project. Like many far-right movements before them, RTTL's mission is to show that by excluding others, they can live purer, more natural lives.
Y'all should see these little ass houses they living in too, family.
They put it on their website to cultivate wholesomeness, beauty, health, and hope. Let's talk about hope. As much as RTTL might like, they do not exist in a separate world.
Oh man. They want to build a community, all white community. It already ain't no niggas there. It's amazing.
settlement. And hope means something different for Pat Johnson.
I'm Tom.
I'm Pat.
Oh, you're Pat. Lovely to meet you, Pat. How are you?
We met her before we went up into the hills.
It was about 25 students that attended school here.
The whole time, yeah. So it's really tiny. There you are.
Yes.
Second from bottom. How old are you in that photo?
I don't know. I think probably about 12 or 13.
This is the school she attended in the 1950s, a school for black children only, because she was not allowed to be educated with white men. Unlike her members of Return to the Land, she is Arkansas born and bred. For the first 15 years of her life, she lived under segregation.
We could not go to school together. We couldn't eat together. We couldn't do everyday things together. Each day that you leave your home, you are under rejection.
And Pat had hoped those days had gone.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful. And you don't know who to trust.
When I explain what Return to the Land is doing, just half an hour's drive away, she's not so sure. And in her eyes, there is one main reason for that.
I feel like that's the change of, and I'm just going to say, I think it's the change of our presidency. That's what I'm going to say. Because
under Democrats, the same thing would have been happening, sister. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry. They always go under the same thing, sister. The Democrats would have allowed this to happen too. I'm sorry to tell you.
I feel like that's where the change is. It's allowing people to have the right.
It's only July. Trump became president back in January. February, March, April, May, June, July. He ain't even been in there 7 months yet. It's finna be 7 months coming up in August. Okay. Dude and them been purchased this land. They been building on it. All this is back when Biden. They purchased this land back when Biden and Harris administration was in office. So, and y'all can fact check that when they purchased this land. I guarantee y'all go see that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was in office when they purchased this land. The land is too far along. It's too far along to all this to be done in a 6 to 7 month period.
Right. To be open for hatred.
That may be a feeling, but it is also backed by the data. These are all the white supremacist incidents, demonstrations, leafleting, recruitment drives, meetups over the last 4 years in the US, tracked by ACLED, an organisation that monitors violent conflict and protest. There has been a dramatic increase over that period. It has become a background thrum of nationalist activity.
Now, when they just showed the graph. What they didn't show in this graph, and y'all can go and watch this video for yourself. It's on Sky News. Inside Return to the Land, the group making a whites-only community in Arkansas. Sky News. All right. But if you go back and watch this video, I'm just playing the audio. But if you go back and watch this video, they didn't show the demographic of who got the most hate crimes against. They showed a spike and they showed where it's happening at, but they didn't show you the demographic of people that it's happening to. You get what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if they showed the demographic of people that it's happening to, y'all would have seen that it's happening to the FBA community. That's who was at the top of that. The FBI didn't already see it that. So along with those reparations, we need a hate crime bill. And everybody knows this. And they know this. Sky News, they know this. They with them too, family. Sky News with them too. That's why they didn't show the demographic of the people who got the most hate crimes against them. Let's move it along here. We almost done. We got about 10 minutes left of the video, family. Or the audio.
Patriot Front is the most active white nationalist organisation in the US right now, according to ACLED.
Let's go back and hit it again. Y'all heard what he said.
Patriot Front is the most active white nationalist organization in the US right now, according to ACLED.
So they know that. We know they know that. Patriot Front, where the RICO at? Where's the RICO? Let some niggas organize like this. Where the RICO?
Its leader is Thomas Rousseau.
Foreign races have never successfully assimilated en masse into American culture and nationality.
And the group has tight links to return to the land. Eric and Thomas speak on each other's podcasts and have fast-track membership for both organizations.
Comfy? Feels good?
Yeah. It's about time we spoke to Eric.
Less than 50% of children born today in the U.S. are white. I'm white, my kids are white. There is something to your background that informs who you are, your sense of identity, and we don't want that sense of identity being taken away from us involuntarily. So we're taking control of that situation and creating an environment where my kids can celebrate their identity and not have it, threatened from outside, I guess.
But why is that threatening you? Why is that an issue that you've had to address? There will always be white people.
Well, I'm feeling a little nervous.
He don't know. They stupid. The caveman is stupid. The caveman is stupid. He don't know. Just like when they asked the old girl what is critical race theory a while back. She didn't know. They don't know. Again, at the beginning of the video, that's why I read from our master teacher, our queen mother, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, alienate. They don't even know. They don't know. They know, but they don't know. They so racist, so fucking. They so stupid. They don't even know because it's just so inherently in their DNA. You don't even know. He's stupid. Let's go back and listen to him fumble again. Listen to him.
Why is that an issue that you've had to address? There will always be white people.
Well, I'm feeling a little nervous now.
Now you're nervous.
We are forced to accept people into our neighborhoods, into our businesses, and into our lives who won't share our background, who won't share many of our cultural priors.
Did that man say into their lives? Hold on. Did he say into their lives? Forced into their lives? Is that what he said? Hold on. Is that what that man said?
Priors. We don't have a rule stating, if you have X amount of non-European.
Did that man say forced into their lives, family? Hold on. I need to make sure I heard that correctly. I think your man said forced into their lives. Hold on.
Neighborhoods, into our businesses, and into our lives who won't.
This man said forced into their lives. You mean the way like y'all force yourself into our lives? Like y'all force yourself into our music? I can't believe this caveman just said that. Force himself in. Force. It's amazing. These people are delusional.
Won't share our background, who won't share many of our cultural priors, even moral priors. We don't have a rule stating, if you have.
What's y'all moral priors? Sleeping with y'all sisters? Fucking sheeps? Laying up with y'all livestock? Not being an agrarian culture? Mass shootings? Name me one white hero that wasn't a murdering, killing sack of shit. Name me one of their heroes. They can't name one. That's their culture. That lets y'all know what y'all dealing with psychologically.
Of X amount of non-European ancestry, you're definitely out. In many cases, yeah, that would disqualify someone.
Were I to apply to the PMA, my views were different. I'd probably be allowed it. Do you think that's likely? I know it's a case-by-case basis, but just off the top of your heads.
Yeah, possibly we would accept you in the PMA.
I don't understand white American culture, but you'd rather have me in that case. I just wonder, though, whether some people watching this, having heard all this intellectualizing, this rhetoric, will say, fine, but actually at heart this is just, it is just prejudice, it is just bigotry, it is just lowest common denominator racism dressed up in these arguments.
And I would just question the moral frame. Why is it wrong to identify with your own people, want an integrated culture where you can be yourself?
Just to boil it down to, what for you is the definition of racism?
When I was a kid, I suppose I interpreted racism to be judging someone solely on the basis of their race. And is that a good or bad thing? I think that...
I wonder what his definition is now, because that's what it is. What kind of horseshit he about to spew now? Because that's what it is now. That's why you don't want no black people living where you're living at right now. These people stupid.
This basic moral consensus treats it as automatically a bad thing without a lot of reflection.
This is my last day here. And before I go,
I see $1 million piece of equipment back there, y'all.
Either like Eric or Pete or Scott, but an acolyte, a young one and newly arrived. He's only been here a month.
I'm trying to knock off some of this more good topsoil. Give it some more.
We'd seen him when we first came up. He guided us in on his bicycle.
Just you have a community where you feel like you belong here. You have people you can talk to, and I can't explain it. It's too beautiful. It's nice.
School shooter.
Scott's new house over
School shooter when y'all see him. School shooter.
He gets cheap rent.
He might kill he might kill everybody in there. Buddy, who they just showed y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear a couple months from now that he done blew everybody away up in that motherfucker. Straight up.
Jobs all over the United States. He's 26, younger than the leaders who are all in their 30s. If they are the recruiters,
let's go back.
He is the perfect recruit.
Look.
For John, he'd been working on first came up. He guided us in on his bicycle.
More.
Let's go
good,
back.
Topsoil. Give it some more.
We'd seen him when we first came up.
What's
he
his
guided
name?
us in on his bicycle.
What's his name?
Just you have a community where you feel like you belong here. You have people you
like Eric or Pete or Scott, but an acolyte, a young one and newly arrived. He's only been here a month.
Scott.
Knock off some of this more good topsoil. Give it some more.
We'd seen him when we first.
Y'all should see this mob.
In on his bicycle.
Y'all should see this caveman.
Where you feel like you belong here. You have people you can talk to, and
John, that's his name.
It's too beautiful. It's nice.
John go John Doe they ass. He go. I'm telling you. He go blow their ass. He go blow their ass down.
John dropped out of college. And he worked jobs all over the United States. He's 26, younger than the leaders who are all in their 30s.
The man is sitting in the back of a Dodge Caravan, y'all. That motherfucker got three hubcaps. The one on the back driver is missing. Okay, just to let y'all know what I'm looking at. He's sitting on the back door. The back door propped up with a motherfucking 2x4. Okay, I'm telling y'all. He gonna blow their ass down. They play with him, he gonna get his ration of the food. He popping their ass, I'm telling you. John gonna blow their ass away, I'm telling you. He gonna go John McClane on their ass, I promise you. He gonna die hard on their ass, I promise you. Hell no.
Recruiters, He is the perfect recruit.
I swear to God, y'all, these people is living in fucking. These people, they got these people living in storage containers. Hell no. And they thought they want to be away from us. Go. Be out there. Go.
John, the primary motivation was...
Oh, they got me weak.
To me, it's economical.
Oh, this man got me weak as hell.
And, you know, everything else just kind of falls in line. But the main thing to me is cheap land. Everything else is a bonus.
You've got 2 levels here.
Yep. Got a loft up top, and this is the main area.
It's a living area down here. So it's quite comfy, right?
It is quite comfy. As for excluding people, I don't see it that way.
Bruh, this man said this shit is quite comfy. They got this man living in the storage container. Oh my God, you walk in, the man, y'all walk up, y'all. Y'all need to go check this video out. It's, look, you walk in, go up the stairs, and it's where the man whole bed. He told that's a loft area. And right up under there, he got a fan, and he got a little computer and a little desk area right there. He told it's quite comfy. Oh shit. Oh my God, I'm weak. Alright, let me get through the rest of this video.
We're trying to embrace our culture and our heritage. It's been denigrated, if you ask me. We've turned into a melting pot.
Yeah, y'all can have that.
For a long time now.
There is one last thing before I go.
NBA family, why y'all got these people out here living like this, huh?
The first piece that Peter and I are performing is called the
NBA family, why y'all got these people out here living like this, huh? Why y'all got these people out here? Why we got these people out here living like this? We wrong. Is we wrong? We wrong. We got these people out here living in bumfuck Arkansas. It's storage containers. Is we wrong? We in the city living good. Is we wrong because we better these beaches? I think I might go to the beach tomorrow. I think me and wifey might go up the street right here to the beach tomorrow. Y'all is wrong. We is wrong in Chicago, y'all. Living in this beautiful city where these beaches, okay, around these beautiful parks and beautiful buildings and stuff. We just wrong. Okay, family in Memphis, y'all is wrong for living in that beautiful city of y'all's. Okay, brothers in Cali, y'all is wrong for being able to go up there and go feel that good ocean water. Brothers in South Carolina, y'all is wrong for being able to go up there on that and Myrtle Beach up there and get in that water and live in these beautiful cities. We is wrong in Atlanta. Y'all is wrong. Got these white folks living in bumfuck Arkansas. Well, I already wasn't no niggas at really. Okay. In storage containers. Okay. We just wrong. We just wrong for living so good in these beautiful cities that our FBA ancestors, our foundational black American ancestors, grandmamas, granddaddies, then built with their hands. We just wrong for living in these beautiful cities, y'all. Got these people living in damn near Tornado Alley somewhere. This is wrong.
Virginia Colonies by Fred Cooper. The English governor returned to take his place.
Eric himself takes the stage.
This is a Baroque flute, also known as the German flute or the penny whistle. It was a very popular instrument in colonial America.
Keep the vampires out there.
Even if it's a joke.
This is a vampire town. Y'all don't go to these fucking vampires. This is Remick them. This is Remick them. And y'all should see they sitting around right now around this little whatever the gathering is. It is no. Everybody in that motherfucker looking soulless and lifeless, y'all. They looking soulless and lifeless. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, take y'all ass out there. Y'all stay away from us. Get away from us as soon as, if it's more y'all, go out there. Join them out there. Let us know when y'all gone. We'll come over to them lofts or whatever. If y'all downtown, we'll come occupy y'all lofts. Make sure they clean for y'all. All that. Okay, we'll leave y'all houses and stuff, and go to y'all want to go up. Go ahead. Let us know. We'll make sure y'all houses and stuff is well kept up for y'all. Okay, we go to the wellness checks on y'all house every day. Okay, make sure y'all got wellness checks on y'all cribs every day. Y'all go ahead. Y'all, if y'all want to just go and send it to us for the low and go ahead on out there with them, that's cool too. We'll rock with that too.
But the audience is
Cause they building something for y'all out there.
Would America be better as a white nation state?
Better in what sense?
Would you prefer, completely blank slate, America is just an ethnically white country?
I would probably feel more comfortable there because I'm white, and that's the way that this country was when my ancestors came here.
You also talk about
a lie. A lie. A lie.
Hitler in your videos a couple of times when you've talked about people who are waiting around for a new Hitler to come. And you said he's not going to show up. You have to do the work for that Hitler to arrive.
Hitler is a very controversial historical figure. I think the mainstream view is one-sided. It's informed by World War II propaganda, but also the contrary position that Hitler did nothing wrong, that many people...
ADL, where y'all at? Here go another one. Here go another. Where y'all at, ADL? I got another one for y'all. Here y'all. This guy, he's downplaying the greatest atrocity in y'all history. This man is downplaying it. That's he number 2.
Online say that's also a one-sided.
You need to apologize.
All historical figures are complex, multidimensional. But when I say you're gonna have to wait for that new Hitler to arise, I'm not saying you're gonna have to wait for a new person to start a new Holocaust. I'm saying you're gonna have to wait for a charismatic leader who's going to advocate for your interests, because that's how a lot of people see Hitler. I'm addressing how they think of Hitler, not my own view.
There are other PMAs, other bits of land that are going ahead.
Yeah, there are 2 other groups, actually 3, organizing. One in Appalachia, one in the Pacific Northwest, and then another one here in Arkansas.
So this is the growing movement.
Meet Squibble.
So it's 2 more of them, y'all. It's 2 more of them. And like I say, take y'all ass. Like I said, take y'all ass. We'll take care of them careers for y'all. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna take care of shit. Sell them bitches to us for the low. Fuck all that taking care of. I wasn't gonna take care of shit in the first place. Y'all, the family know what I mean by take care of. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean by take care of. We ain't gonna take care of shit. Let's go back and hear what he said. How many more of them is it?
Groups, actually 3, organizing. One in Appalachia, one in the Pacific Northwest,
3,
and then another one here in Arkansas.
So this is the growing movement.
Right now it's growing very quickly. Yeah, we have applicants every week. I would like to see more communities so that people in all parts of the U.S. have this as an option if they want it. I would also like to see us network and branch out internationally to a greater extent.
Is there anything you want to talk about that I haven't asked about?
I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
And that's not, for me it is not an objection. I think the way we've talked about it is, I don't think it is like a country club. That's the difference. I don't think this is sort of free association. I think you are depriving people of a fundamental right to housing. That's how I see this issue. And I think the reason I'm asking those questions about where it goes from here, I think that is a thought experiment, but I think if you replicated it large, I think I would be unhappy with how that looked if it were in my country, and if I were on the receiving end of it.
You think intentional communities shouldn't be able to associate how they like?
Not on the basis of race. And the Arkansas State Attorney General told us, "This is the first I've heard of these allegations. Racial discrimination has no place in Arkansas or anywhere in a free society.
These allegations raise all sorts of legal issues, including constitutional concerns. My office is reviewing the matter.
So, he know what the hell going on. He know what the hell going on. He don't care. We'll review the matter, whatever. He know what's up. Buddy and them paid him that bag. They got that money. They gonna pay on that land, so he don't give a fuck what's going on. All these people the same people. He on some fuck them niggas too. So it's all the same. But I say, hey, let their ass go down to the bumfuck Arkansas in the motherfucking in the woods where they belong. Go on, get up out of the city. Leave them to us. Any of y'all want to leave out of the city? Go on with them. Go ahead. Deuces. I mean, but that shit, they got that already. They got cities and towns like that already. Where ain't no niggas at. Used to be a town here in Illinois. And in Illinois, ain't no niggas allowed. So I done passed through it on my adventures, you know what I'm saying? On my adventures up and down through the highways and byways, going through Centralia and Mount Vernon down that way, going through St. Louis and East St. Louis and, you know, Effingham, and just through my little travels, you know what I'm saying, when I used to be doing what I used to be doing. So I done been ain't no nigga, I'm allowed through this motherfucker. I'm sliding through this bitch. I done been through that motherfucking everything. Talk to the Dollar General and everything. So, but y'all got them spots already, caveman, cavewoman. Y'all got them spots where y'all sit down with y'all banjos and y'all flutes and sit there and I mean, y'all got spots for y'all, bro. Y'all still got spots for y'all dress up in fucking Confederate and Union uniforms and shit. And reenact battles and shit. Ain't no niggas around where y'all doing all this shit at. I mean, y'all got the perfect. What more do y'all want? That's what it's a. What more do y'all want, bruh? It's crazy. What more do they want? What they just want from a nigga? Oh man, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. But man, like, share, subscribe, man. Like, share, subscribe. Get a video a like. Subscribe it. Share it. Content. No nonsense. Crazy, man. I'm finna go and get up out of here. Peace, power, lineage-based reparations to the family, man. FBA, we up on the scoreboard. I don't know how up we is right now, but like we like so many points up right now. So, peace, family.